Okay, and we're live. TJ, nice to talk
Yo,
to you.
yes, sir. Good old Noah, the man of offer REI.
That's right. So, TJ, tell the group a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely, man. My name is TJ, as Noah mentioned. I am the visionary, the brains behind the beautiful, the wonderful Flipping Pro. I'm a day-to-day guy. I'm local out here in Texas. I started off as a real estate wholesaler. Soon found a passion for systems, whether it was data, whether it was marketing, whether it was integrations, putting things together. Man, I found a passion and it led me here. TJ here with Flipping
Excellent.
Pro. Yes, sir.
Very good. So, I met TJ. Man, this must have been like the week before last. But TJ, you saw my Facebook ad, and you've got this white label go high level called Flipping Pro, and it looks awesome. We're going to show it to you all in just a minute here. Um, and you thought it'd be cool if we could partner on this and make it so that you showed me a demo before we even chatted of where you put a button in there that said generate offer, and it opened up an iframe to my website. And I was like,
Yep.
that is sick. And I thought maybe I can do something with this where it loads in the address automatically from the contact details. Um, and so we went back and forth trying things out, and we got something that works. And that's pretty cool. So let me just show you guys real quick what the integration looks like, and then we'll talk about what Flipping Pro is and how you guys can get it at a huge discount. So I'm
Absolutely.
going to switch over to my screen here. All right. So right now I'm in a contact in Flipping Pro, and I'll show you guys what's going on here in just a minute. But if you've seen Go High Level before, this probably looks a little bit familiar. Maybe a lot prettier than what you're used to, but still familiar. You've got your 3 columns here on the left. You've got your contact details. Middle section, you've got the conversation. On the right, you got your notes and tasks and things like that. However, there's a button up here at the top right that says Generate Offer. And so if I click on that button, it's going to take the address that's in this contact, and it's going to load up OfferREI straight to the point where you've got a little window of the software and automatically search the address. And all you have to do is confirm the details and go through the process like normal, create your document, and I'll do the multi-tier for this one. And it's just going to download it straight to your browser. So what this does is it's your regular OfferREI experience, but you can generate offers without leaving your CRM, and it's you don't have to deal with API keys or anything like that for a custom integration. It's just a very straightforward way to generate offers without breaking your flow. So let's go back to the both of us, and so TJ, tell me a little bit about Flipping Pro. I've thought that for a long time Go High Level is the best CRM, even if you get it out of the box, right?
Absolutely.
With a little bit of work you can make it work for any business. But Flipping Pro, when you showed it to me the first time, I was like, this is really sick, and it's custom built for real estate. So what are some things about Flipping Pro that make it stand out over just a regular white label Go High Level that you would normally get if you went straight to them?
Absolutely, man. And that's a great question. And I want to pick up and say something, man, with Go High Level, I said the same thing. Like, this is the perfect CRM. It's a growing company. They have a lot going on. They're adding things on a regular basis. But I'll tell you this, when you hop into Go High Level and you open up the workflows and you see blank, you don't see anything, it's like, all right, where do we start at? And now you're in the mode of trying to figure out how to build a system, how to add a workflow, how to add a campaign. How do I make this do that? How do I make that do this? And that's where we come into play. That's where Flipping Pro comes to the forefront and say, hey, look, guys, we don't want you to be the tech wizards. If you want to customize something, cool, but let's go ahead and give you something to work off of. Let's give you guys some templates to start with to make your flow from your business more focused on you talking to sellers, you focusing on talking to leads, and not necessarily trying to figure out how to set a system up. And that was the
Right.
game
Yeah.
plan, man. And make it look pretty. Like you said, it's pretty nice in there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you haven't used Go High Level before, I mean, when we say it does everything, it pretty much does everything. Like, they've got a world-class website builder, and if you with Flipping Pro, you're going to get templates out of the box that and they're A2P 10 DLC like ready, right?
Yeah.
So something that if you try to build your own CRM with Go High Level, or even get your own website of any kind, uh, the A2P 10 DLC laws that passed sometime last year have made it now so that the burden of reporting malicious activity is now on the carrier's end. So the carriers are getting fined directly whenever you use their services to send out unsolicited messages. And so what this has done is it's caused everybody upstream to overreact and make it really, really hard to send text messages. And that's why you're starting to see texting as a means to get in touch with sellers start to fade away, right? There's class action lawsuits going around, and a lot of these, a lot of things that we used to be able to do as investors to get in front of sellers are being made a lot harder. And one thing that you'll find is that if you try to register for A2P 10 DLC and you're missing one single tittle of information about your business, or your website isn't in top-notch shape, right? And it's stuff that's annoying to set up. Like, you've got to have a special consent form on your contact page. You've got to have a terms and conditions and a privacy policy. And your use case has to be worded in such a perfect way that if it's not, absolutely right, you're not going to be able to send text messages. And Go High Level and Flipping Pros conversation is amazing. I mean, you just treat it like iMessage. You send a message, you get it back, you see all the calls that have been made, the recordings for those calls. You've got all of your tasks and your notes in one spot. So follow up with Go High Level is amazing. We use it every single day in our my day business, and it really is great. And with Flipping Pro, you're not going to have to take the time to build out your own A2P 10 DLC compliant website. You're not going to have to take the time to build out your own automations, right? So, I mean, just those use cases alone. And then now with OfferREI integrated, it's going to be it's going to be a real game changer. You can build your business around these tools. And one thing that with Flipping Pro, it's $97 a month. Isn't that right, TJ?
Yeah, 100%, man. It's kind of crazy to say. I remember good old days. If you guys go to flippingpro.com, we actually have a chart there that compares the pricing, and that chart was exactly what I would pay for. And man, I was paying over $1,000 a month just trying to get to the point of tying in all of these systems. And it wasn't just the money, it was also the fact of figuring out how to put all this stuff together. I had Podio on the back end. I had a Smart Dialer tied in. I had some other thing called Just Call. I also had another app. And it's just like it's too much going on. I'm trying to figure everything out. If I could have everything in one place for one price, man, it'll be a dream. And here we are.
Yeah. At a company I used to work with, we were using HubSpot, and HubSpot, it's good, but it's really expensive. I mean, we were spending like $2,500 a month just for like eight employees or something like that. And one thing that's great about Go High Level and Flipping Pro is that, as far as I know, there's no limit to how many users you can have, right? So if you got a team of 25 people, you're not having to pay extra per seat. That's a big deal if you're a reasonably large company. We were paying something like $300 a month per extra seat on top of the base price of $2,000. So it's a really high quality CRM, and I don't know how they're pulling it off, but they're making it very, very inexpensive. I'm a big fan of Go High Level, anything Go High Level, and I would recommend Go High Level if you're out in the market for a CRM. Use Flipping Pro, because it's the same price as what you would pay from Go High Level, right? If you go to gohighlevel.com and you make an account with them, you're going to pay $97 a month, and they're still going to limit you with respect to certain things, right? You're not going to have as many users as TJ will give you. You're not going to have any automation baked into it. You're not going to have OfferREI baked into it. You're not going to have any websites built out for you. There's no skip tracing support. There's no postcard support. Like, just dollar for dollar, it's insane what value Flipping Pro is. And on top of all that, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I mean, it's just great. Like, you know, oh, and let's talk about the discount. So you guys, for being OfferREI users, if you want to get Flipping Pro at a gigantic discount, and just to put this in perspective, if you sign up for white label CRMs of Go High Level with almost anybody else, I mean, TJ, what are the average onboarding fees that you're seeing?
You're usually seeing 997 for one. You either see it on the onboarding price side at around $997. Some of them do $497. But what you're also going to get hit with is if you want support, you got to pay $397 per month, $297 per month, and it's crazy, man. It's upwards in price.
Right. So what we're doing for you guys is, if you go to the special link, that's vip.flippingpro.com, and you use the code OfferREI, your onboarding fee will be waived, right? And again, this is a world-class investor-focused go high level build out. And this is not something that's going to be available for everybody. But if you use the code OfferREI at checkout, you'll get a gigantic discount. Right. And this onboarding, it's not just a charge to have a charge, right? Like there's work that goes into onboarding every single person. So just, this is the code OfferREI, vip.flippingpro.com. And, you know, that's probably the best way to get it on Go High Level right now. So with that, OfferREI and Flipping Pro are officially integrated.
Yes.
So very excited.
Absolutely. And I'll drop some things, man, really quick. The reason why I wanted to work with you, Noah, and for everyone that's here right now, I don't know, Noah's super humble. You all have a conversation with him, but man, as soon as I saw this, I saw it on the Facebook ad, I saw OfferREI, and I reached out immediately just because I saw the opportunity here and I saw how amazing it was. And Flipping Pro, we're pretty private. We're not too big on getting all out into the open to the masses. But when I saw this opportunity to work with Noah and I showed him what I had put inside the system, he's like, bro, I think we could take it to the next level. We were emailing back and forth, back and forth. As soon as we talked about the opportunity to open this bad boy up and provide it as a service for those who are in the real estate realm of things, I said, let's do it, man. And let's make it as easy as possible. Remove the setup fee, and we're still going to help you guys with your A2P, 10DLC, the whole shebang. One thing that we tote and brag about a little bit with inside of Flipping Pro is that we actually have onboarding set up for you guys. It's interactive. As soon as you sign into the platform, there's a module that pops up and it walks you through things that you can get done. I hate having to sign up for a platform and not knowing anything, and I got to wait to talk to somebody. We don't do that. I was a real estate wholesaler for the longest. I'm going through all these platforms. Those pain points that I ran into, me and my team are here to remove those. And onboarding is, man, we love doing it. And we're going to take care of you all, even without that setup fee.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's all I have for you, TJ. Do you have anything else to add before we sign off?
Yeah, I'll say, just to wrap up, man, if you don't mind, could I do a quick screen share and just show a little bit of things that's here in the system?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Let's do it. Let me click share screen. All right, 1 second. Boom. Clicking on the share button right now. And so we are here right inside of Flipping Pro. And just to give you guys a quick overview of what I mentioned, we have our onboarding module over here. As soon as someone signs up, they get a breakdown of things that are real estate related and actually show you guys exactly the things that we have in the system in order to get started, just to deter and take down the learning curve. It's cool to have everything, but if you don't know how to use it, what's the point? And something else I would add is that we're not just about showing you or telling you. We're actually going to give you some walkthroughs, and we give you the opportunity to reach out to us directly through support tickets. And I know some people are like, why support tickets? People don't even answer those, but we're on the outside of these support tickets, and we're ensuring that we're following up with you all immediately. There are a ton of Go High Level based platforms out there, and I'll tell you guys, experiences are different. I'm not saying we're the best, but I can tell you that we have everything that you need here. And when it comes down to working with our users, we're all about you. If there's anything we can integrate, you want a multi-line dialer, you want to add postcards, you want to add some QR code scanners, you want to add your skip tracing inside of the system, where you don't have to leave Flipping Pro to skip trace. We do it for you. You wake up and you say, TJ, look, we want X, Y, and Z to happen. We figure out a way to make it happen because we're not only here on the tech side, we're here on the real estate side, and we understand those use cases. We're here to help you guys out. And with Noah taking things to the next level, bringing in the OfferREI, there's some great things coming, you all, and it's a great time. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, TJ, we got a comment. One of my friends, Jonathan's asking, can you show us any AI or workflows? And he had another question. Do you have any workflows for agent outreach by any chance? So
Absolutely.
anything like that? Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So I'll show you just some. So it says, hey, can you show us any AI or workflows? So yeah, I'll show you the AI. Give me just a second. Let me take off this screen share. I'm going to log into my personal account really quick. One moment. I love those questions. I didn't know. I didn't want to drop it down too much and kind of bore you guys or anything or talk anyone's ear off. But yeah, we got the AI built in, buddy, and I'll show it to you here. This is our playground account for our AI. We have some live users that's using it as well, but of course, I don't want to show their accounts. So I'm getting ready to share my screen here in just a second. One moment. All right, let's click there, click here. Boom. And then I'll also show you guys some of the workflows that we have here as well. All right, let me hit this present button. Let's go to share screen, hitting share screen again. And there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, Jonathan. So we have a bit of a different AI module here. We've tested out the best. We've tested out CloseBot. We tested out Zappy Chat. If you guys aren't familiar with that, those are some of the popular AI bots inside of Go High Level. We're very active in terms of testing things out and knowing what to offer you guys. And so this one right here is probably the most well-rounded that we've seen. And it allows you to build out whichever bot you want. We have our foreclosure bot, pretty cool guy. We call him Frank Oliver. Frank. Yes, sir. And so inside of here, let me close this out a little bit. So inside of here, you have your actions. So you build your actions. You have your goals. So you break those goals down. You figure out exactly what you want. Like this is the back end, right? Like what do I want the bot to do? How do I want the bot to work? And our deployment is just based on a tag in the system. You tag a contact, assistant, hashtag Frank is what we have it set up as. And once you tag it, the bot then automates the responses. So this ties into Flipping Pro because what we do initially for you guys, for the workflows, we have what we call the super duper campaign. And so inside of the super duper campaign, we have just a ton of messages and emails that go out to the users, and it waits on some sort of response to kick in. Once that response kick in, then the bot kicks in and move forward from there. So I appreciate that question, Jonathan. And the bot is really on the back end, man. It took some time to build out, but we've made it to the point to where it's legitimately having conversations. It has a personality, so we do not set up what we call buyers bots, simply because those bots typically use spam words and a lot of other things that pull away opportunities. And we've also found that most folks like to have a bit of a conversation. And so our bot is trained to have a conversation and then book you an appointment based on the calendar that you provide. And this is one of our workflows for our super duper campaign. And we do have agent outreach workflows as well. And I don't mind kind of sending you a private video on that one if that's something you're interested in. But we have a suite of different workflows. Let's say you want to reach out to foreclosures, probates, you want to do substitute trustees, failed MLS, the whole shibidity bang. We have workflows for all of them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Those workflows, I mean, they're not hard to set up, but you don't want to set them up yourself if you can avoid it.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. That super duper campaign looks like a huge workflow.
It's a bit of a monster, man.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like hundreds of actions.
Yeah. And it protects you guys. So one thing that you don't really get told until you're kind of in the trenches, But if you're sending out too many messages all at once, then you could potentially be marked as spam through carriers as well. It's another A2P compliance. So with this particular base here, we add drip mode into this super duper campaign to prevent you from incidentally blowing your account and getting restricted. So we're trying to protect people. So someone who knows nothing about tech at all could wake up tomorrow, upload a lead list, add it to the super duper campaign, wait on some type of responses to come in, and kind of sit back. Wait on those responses to come in. Once they come in and it's time to do an offer, they click up there on the offer generator. OfferREI pulls up a list of various options. You send out the one that works best for you, and man, you go forward from there.
Super cool. TJ, any final thoughts?
Man, I'm just honored to be a part of the growth. I can't wait to see what's in store for OfferREI. I know there's going to be some crazy things. You said you mentioned something in the Facebook group today. What was that? Some updates you got coming.
So I had this idea after a couple of onboarding calls with people. So I've got people using OfferREI that want to send out hundreds of offers a day. Mm-hmm. And so they're playing the API game, right? They want to have like spreadsheets that blast out the offer. But, OfferREI in its current form, it only generates Word documents. And so if you're doing, boots on the ground investing, that's perfect for you, right? You generate your offer, you print it out, take it with you to the appointment, or you can convert that to a PDF and email it to the seller, right? But one thing that it doesn't do is actually send them something that they can sign, right? So what I'm working on now, and I think this will come pretty close to rounding out all of the edge cases for potential people wanting to use the platform. I want to make it so that you can send a document for the seller to sign all in one move. So you generate your offer, it crunches the numbers, creates your Word document. That's all normal, but it also puts it into an e-signature platform and sends it off to the seller for them to sign. Wow. In my personal opinion, I think it's a little reckless to send people drafts that you haven't reviewed of contracts, but hey, if it's something people want to do, and it's going to make for a great parlor trick when I go show it off to people. But yeah, look, I mean, if you're really confident in your templates and the way you ran your numbers, this opens the door for it to be possible for somebody to send out literally hundreds of offers at once that hit the seller's email. So I've been working out the technical sort of how do I get this thing actually done, and it's going to start out a little bit like kind of a hack, but it will work. I'm going to be using a service called Signwell for the signatures. So it's not DocuSign, it's not PandaDoc. It's a smaller platform, but they're much less expensive. So if you get like a DocuSign account, you're looking at $50 a month minimum, and then you have to pay per envelope that you send. With Signwell, it's something like $9 or $10 a month, and then you get like the first 25 cents for free, and that's going to cover like 90% of my customers, and then the rest are charged like by pennies. So it's a really good e-signature platform, but that's coming next, and so that's going to be true for the OfferREI integration into Flipping Pro as well, right? So your customers, TJ, will potentially be able to use. They hit that generate offer button. And I know Go High Level has like, their version of contracts and that kind of thing. But it's I mean, generating your offer and sending it in one move, that's going to be pretty cool. So that's what's coming. Yep. That's the next big feature for OfferREI.
Man, that's big. That's big, guys. Perfect. Well, I'm excited, man. Definitely looking forward to opportunities. Look, I'm in the Facebook group. If anybody has any questions or concerns, I'm right there inside of OfferREI's Facebook group. So I'll be growing there with you guys for sure.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. All right. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you for everyone who joined the stream. If you have any questions about Flipping Pro, just tag TJ Vaughns. That's VAUGHNS in the Facebook group. He'll take care of you. And again, for those that are still here, maybe missed it, the discount code is OfferREI at vip.flippingpro.com. That's going to save you almost $1,000 on your setup fee, right? There's no, like any other CRM that's white label, go high level, like REI Reply or any other CRM. is going to be charging you at a minimum $400 or $500 just for your setup and your onboarding. But TJ is waiving that cost for anyone that's using that discount code. So if you're ready to upgrade your CRM or you're still looking for a CRM, check out Flipping Pro, because it's going to have OfferREI baked into the cake already, and all you have to do is get set up. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you all for joining us.
Thank you all. I'll talk to y'all later. Appreciate you, Noah, for having me.
Yes, sir. Thanks, TJ.
All right, man. See you.